Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be covering the case of Alexis Ware. A subscriber actually requested me to cover her case. Okay, so before I begin with it, I just want to let you guys know that everything is interpreted. I'm using my ability, the meanings of the cards, and the messages that I received to get the reading done. Okay, if you do have questions, comments, and or concerns about this reading or other readings and cases that you would like to see me cover on the channel, you can send me a direct message to my IG at AmaniIfe777. You can also send me an email to iavakasha108@gmail.com. Okay, all right, so I'm going to dive in to see what energies I can pick up from her case. I'm actually starting this over because I dropped a card, and that's like a pet peeve of mine. If I drop it, it kind of disturbs my concentration. So I am doing this over again from the beginning. I didn't really get in too deep, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay. All right. Let's see. So Alexis Ware, something's happened for a reason. There may have been messages that I wasn't picking up from before. So I just want to be 100% concentration. All right, Alexis Ware. Okay, so I am picking up something about police. All right, so yes, police and investigators, of course, are involved in her case, but police meaning I feel like she could have been intimately, like something that may have been intimate about like her connection to a police officer, something like that. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, the Emperor. All right, the Emperor is a sign of Aries and or Taurus. All right, typically if you look at the card as well, it's very dark here, but if you look at the card, that kind of looks like a police badge to me, or FBI badge. All right, as at which they could be involved. Yes. All right, so or a judge, someone that is like high ranking in the court system. All right, they're underneath. So with them being underneath, I am getting this feeling like, what do you call it? I'm getting this idea that I'm getting fingerprints with this person. All right, so this could be something going on with fingerprints and needing to brush. I don't know, like needing to maybe brush like around her car to see if there's any fingerprints there. And I'm picking up that from, if it's not only her fingerprints that they're going to find on the car, but it's giving me the idea that there's like I'm getting like a man and a woman. Like there's fingerprints of a male and a female external from her that are going to show up on the car. All right, and I'm getting like the hood of the car, like you know how people walk up to a car and they touch the hood sometimes, or like they're chilling by a car and they're just like candidly touching like random parts of the car if they're like having a conversation with someone. So if she was interacting with someone that's tall, they're going to be tall enough to reach the hood of the car and just, you know, chill on the side. So their handprint is going to end up, their fingerprints are going to end up touching the hood of the car. So I feel like they're going to find fingerprints there. All right, if they do brush there, they're going to find a man and a woman. All right, I'm picking up like a male and a female in terms of what the investigators are looking for. Okay. All right. The starting point has the 5 of worry. So there's some type of financial worry that she either experienced, and I'm also getting her mother, like there's some type of worry that her mother has, but it's money related, that the mother has that kind of worry. I don't know why. Because if she is not in the space and the kids are, there's concern possibly with the kids, or like who's going to take care of them, because I don't know, maybe the father was in and out. I don't know if she was necessarily with the father, but it feels like they were there's child support issues going on. There's some type of custody with the Five of Pentacles. So it feels like they were on the verge of possibly separating and trying to come up with some type of financial agreement for the children as well. But the mother is, I'm heavily feeling the mother is really concerned with that. Like, who's going to feed the kids, or where the kids going to sleep, who they're going to stay with, who's going to watch them, with the Five of Pentacles here. All right. If it's not only that, yes, Five of Pentacles is financial worry straight up, but it's worry as in like, where's my child? Or it's the concern of the mother's concern, or the family's concern is she's not present because of money. Like she herself may have been concerned with money, and that is why she is not around, and that is the reason somebody knows she's not around. Like somebody is 100% sure, or they know that that's why she's not present, because she needed money, or money to get something done, or some type of gig. She could have been struggling to some degree. I am getting this idea of like owning a business, or like running her own business, or at least looking for a property to do so, and that could have been what her family was aware of, needing the funds to do something like that. Like they're very aware of that. Okay. And I feel like the five is kind of giving me this idea of fast. Fives typically represent change. So there was some type of financial change that she did experience, and there was this need to quickly find like a quick fix with the Five of Pentacles. Like, I need to find something fast because my kids are here. Things like that. Okay. All right. The Ten of Cups is here in the waiting position. All right. So the Ten of Cups, if you look at the card, it kind of looks, the card is very LGBTQ friendly. So I was getting that there was a woman that I feel like either they were by the car, or like this is a woman that may be involved, like a friend of hers that she either met through the man, or it was a friend that she already knew. And I keep being drawn to fingerprints when I said friend she already knew. So something is important about a friend that she already knew of, like that friend's fingerprints, if that makes any sense, or that friend's fingerprints. I also get trash, like that friend's fingerprints could be on trash, or the fingerprints could be on the car around the time that she went missing, with the Ten of Cups energy here. So, but like I said, I wanted to go back to the point of the LGBTQ friendly, is that friend may have been into her. And I feel like that specific friend may have been looking into the same work, like that there's another woman that she was looking into the same work, but there's attraction. Like the friend doing that is because the friend was attracted to her, and the friend was also looking into the same work. And I do get envy with that, with the Five of Pentacles. There is envy there. So I don't know. One question I want to ask or figure out is that the one guy that the spirit is saying fingerprints are on the car, I don't know if there's something mutual there. Like I feel like that guy is connected to the friend too. So he could have proposed something to both of them. I'm kind of getting a two kind of feeling. He proposed something to both of them, but the friend had some type of envy with, I guess he may have been focused on her more, is the energy that I'm getting with the Ten of Cups. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting. Get a battle with that too. All right, that's one element I'm getting with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is also family by itself. So I don't know if something's going on with someone in her family, but I'm getting mainly just a friend with that. But something could have been going on with a family member as well. Like they may find, I don't know, I'm being drawn to somebody's family, like somebody's siblings. Somebody, it could be the guy's siblings, it could be her siblings. Something's going on mysterious with a sibling. Okay, sibling is connected to somebody's sibling is connected to something. All right. The present has art. This is a sign of Sagittarius. So the art being here, it could be a Sag, or art. Doesn't have to be visual art, but arts could be absolutely beauty art, body art, things of that nature. Like there could have been some type of invitation to do something like that. And I'm also picking up something about a costly outfit with the art card. So there was a costly, that's why the Five of Pentacles energy is here too. Some type of gig, that's what I was getting. She was invited to do something modeling or beauty modeling related. And that has to do with buying the clothes and needing a specific outfit to showcase herself in that sense with the art card. So something that there's like the gig was expensive. I'm also getting travel expenses. Like the gig was expensive, but the gig also included travel expenses and some type of expense for an outfit. I'm getting body modification with this too. So there's some body modification that somebody told her that she needed to pay to get, or the reason why she was doing something specific was so that she can get the money to pay for the body, some type of body modification. All right, I'm getting something about like a lift. I don't know if this is like a butt lift, like a BBL, or like a breast lift, some type of lift that somebody either said that she needed the money to get to do that, or what she was doing was to get the money to do that. When I hit that note too, I get the family knows. When I hit that note, the Five of Pentacles, the family knows that. 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles with the art, body modification, and breast lift, and I don't know, lips, I don't know, butts, and things of that nature. Like the 10 of Cups, the family knows that. The family knows that. So the Spirit emphasizing that the family knows that is the family may be giving off this vibe like they're 100% confused as to where she is, but somebody knows that she's trying to go or travel somewhere else to get some type of body modification or to buy an outfit in some area. You know what I'm getting to? I'm getting something about, like, I was picking this up before we started the reading. I was getting something about, like, what do you call it? Puerto Rico or like DR, like something there that she may have been trying to go do. I know people do go there to get, or Colombia, people go there to get like body modifications and stuff like that done, like for cheap, for next to nothing. 5 of Pentacles energy. So I get a cousin when I said that too, like a cousin. She could have done something like that in the past, and she may have been going to do that again. I don't know, it's kind of giving me the idea. But the 10 of Cups, I'm picking up a cousin. A cousin may know that specific detail about her traveling elsewhere, far, to get something like that done again, or they know that she did that before. And I'm getting like a stranger too. When I said that, I feel like if she did something like that, she could have done that. She could have done that in the immediate country, or she could have traveled at some point in the past to get that done, and she could have made a cousin aware of that. Like I'm getting like a cousin, 10 of Cups. A cousin is aware that she once did that before, or she's trying to do it again. I don't know, something cosmetic and outfit related. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me move on. 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups has debauch at the bottom. So when I think of, in her case, what I'm picking up so far, there's a lot of cosmetic things going on here. I think she was a makeup artist too. And there's a lot, this is very colorful. Like this 7 of Cups and 10 of Cups, these are very colorful cards. So it feels like I'm getting something about a billboard too. Like I don't know if they're going to consider putting her picture on a billboard, or I don't know if she was trying to get her picture, like get herself put on a billboard. So that's either known or that's unknown, or that's something that the family wants to do. It feels like, I don't know, if something is related to a billboard. But I know typically when people go missing, they'll put the person's picture on a billboard. That could be one situation. Or I get for entertainment. There's also a billboard. There's also a billboard like for entertainment, like for her. Like I don't know, she could have been looking into that herself to kind of showcase herself for like some models, like they'll put them on billboards like in other countries and other places. That could have been a part of the opportunity, 7 of Cups, that she could have been receiving but it's related to a billboard. Like somebody could have been trying to tell her, if you go and get this done or you get this outfit, like we're gonna put your picture on a billboard somewhere. So that could have been her making that conscious decision through a conversation, or that's something that the family may want to do. Like they may want to put. I'm trying to understand. If cups represent her energy and her family or friends, like that may be something that they're considering doing or she wanted to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do a 5. The 6 of pleasure is here. There's a lot of cups going on here. So the 6 of cups can mean, the 6 of cups energy can mean, because I know they said she went missing last year, so I'm going to try to connect to that. I'm going to try to connect to the numerological aspect of the reading as well too. The 5 of Pentacles could have been May of last year, because they said she went missing February, I think, or January. The 5 of Pentacles could be representing May, like conversations about money that could have taken place around May. The 6 could be June. The 7 could be July. So she could have been okay around around that time period. She could have been fine. The 6 of Cups energy is pleasure. All right. So I'm getting something really interesting with that. If you look at the card, it looks like an intimate act is taking place. So I do feel like there's some type of sexual interaction that she did have. She had some type of sexual interaction at some point. All right. I don't know if it feels like I'm getting like 2 men. Okay, I'm getting 2 men with the 6 of Cups. Like there's 2 men that she had I don't know if it was like a threesome, but it feels like 2 men are involved in like a sexual act with her at some point. That could have taken place June last year. That could have taken place at some point with the 6 of Cups. If it's not only that, the 6 of Cups also something regarding her plate. Something regarding, I almost said place, but I meant to say regarding her, what was I going to say? Regarding her place. Something could be interesting regarding her, I said that by accident, but it's not an accident. Something could have been going on regarding her home, like her place. Something that she did in her place, possibly. Or someone could have went to her place, I don't know, after the fact. Someone could have went to her place, or there could have been some type of intimate act that took place in her home, in her place. But it's related to money. All right, it's related to money, so either her place or someone else's place. And I keep getting intercourse. So there was some type of intercourse that took place in somebody's place. I don't know. That's what I'm getting with the 6 of Cups. That could have happened in June. Like I'm looking at the numbers. That could have happened in June of last year. That could have happened in June, or I don't know. Something interesting is going on with that. All right. The 4 of luxury is here, and the accomplishment next to the 5 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Cups. See, I knew I was getting 2 men, and it's interesting. That's why I like this deck, because I know, like, with this deck they show people on it. That doesn't have to be like what they look like, but it could fit the description. Like somebody that, like, they could be light skinned, they could be darker. It just depends. But I was getting 2 men to begin with. 2 men. And I'm feeling like 2 men could be responsible, like 5 of Pentacles. 2 men could be responsible. I'm getting like a rape charge too with the 4 of Cups. There's like a rape charge next to the 5 of Pentacles that 2 men are going to receive. That could be why the 6 of Cups energy is there in the instincts, because it feels like there's 2 men that she knows of, that she knew of last. If I'm gonna look at last year, there's 2 men that she knew of last year that she had some type of dealing with before, and it feels like, I don't know, the family, somebody, a sibling, somebody knows that she had some type of communication with these men. and another woman. I was getting another woman. The other woman feels like a friend, and there's like invitations to go do modeling or to look fancy, get things done, and there was a sexual interaction that she had with them as a means to obtain these funds, Five of Pentacles. And then somebody knows, like a friend, a family member, that these men she ended up interacting with again. That's why the Six of Cups is there. She ended up interacting with those men again, but maybe the second go around, or however many times she dealt with them, this new go around, they proposed something else for her to get some type of money. Five of Pentacles. They proposed something else for her to get into, and she could have taken it, or some part of it could have been like, I don't know if it was like consensual situations going on, or I also get like trapping, like she could have been trapped into a situation with these men. She could have been trapped into, I feel a situation like one of these men, like she was consciously dealing with, like she consciously dealt with one of them, but the other one she may not have known that they were going to be somewhere, or they were going to be invited to a situation. Like that may have been something that she didn't know. All right, so the Princess of Cups is here next to the family. So the Princess of Cups is in the spiritual self. So any princesses and princes could be that, like they could be the embodiment of her children. Like that could be something that, anything going on with her kids, and even people that she dealt with outside of her family, I don't feel like they cared about the children. I'm just going to say it. Like, I don't feel like they really cared that she was a parent, is what I'm getting. But if it's not only the energy of a child, it could be a younger person. It could be the energy of a friend in the spiritual self next to the Ten of Cups, or a family member. The costume designer. Right? So the costume, if I look at this, the costume designer, I'm getting like a woman that's why I was getting all that energy of a woman, like another woman or a friend or another female somewhere. There's this energy of a woman, kind of sounds like trafficking to me. There's an energy of another woman that she was introduced to, Princess of Cups. There's another woman she was introduced to. Or one of the men introduced her to this woman, and maybe they were fitting things on her, like fitting on clothes and things like that. I'm getting like her home, like something's going on with the home. I don't feel like this is a friend now. I feel like this is like some woman. It could be like, they may look like that. They could be like fair in skin, like their hair may be straight like that. It's a home of a woman. I don't feel like it's a friend or a family. I don't feel like it's someone that she knows. One element, yes, there was a friend coming through here that she knew that they may have been involved, or they knew of that interaction. But I'm picking up, like, I get like an older woman. An older woman is showing up like a Princess of Cups. Because I don't know who the older woman is. I don't feel like it's a mom or a friend. I feel like this is a woman she was introduced to. Like another woman that does makeup or clothes. Like I feel like she was introduced to that woman by one of those men or her friend. But something's going on with the woman. Like something wasn't right about the woman for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Something creepy is going on with the woman. I don't know where this woman is. I'm getting something about Charlotte too, with this energy, like something about Charlotte. I know she was in South Carolina, but something about Charlotte specific. This woman that I'm picking up on could be from Charlotte. Some woman here that she had an interaction with could be from Charlotte. I mean, the fact that I'm focused on her, it could mean that maybe this woman hasn't been questioned yet. This woman probably wasn't questioned yet, is what I'm feeling. That's why I feel focused on them like that. The mentality has the Hangman, sign of Pisces. That's her energy, or she's embodying Pisces energy. The Hangman with the Six of Cups is like, the hangman is like, what to do. I feel stuck. I was getting that idea of stuck. You see the money and stuff falling out of her pocket, falling out of the person's pocket, debit cards, with the Six of Cups energy. So something that returned from the past kind of gave her a hangman feeling. Something that returned from the past, like a relationship, a conversation, an invitation, a person, a Princess of Cups. But I also get an old friend. So a Princess of Cups is showing up like an old friend, whether they're older or younger, or they're in the same age group as her, with the Six of Cups and the Hangman. Deciding to deal with that woman. I don't know. Another situation could mean that, like, a woman could have put her on to dealing with some man. Like, a woman could have put her on to that too. I get talking about an industry when I said that. So a woman, I feel one woman could have put her on to dealing with some man, but the man is tied to some type of industry, like a modeling or like a beauty industry, like it's private in nature with the hangman. It's a private industry. I get left out of detail. So I'm looking at this person and they did leave out a detail. It could be one detail could be that it was private, or one detail could mean that it was private, and then another detail can mean that I get upfront. She wasn't upfront. That was another thing. She wasn't upfront. The Princess of Cups, if they're not only an external person, it feels like she had an interaction with a woman. Let me think of a scenario. Like imagine a woman, she's just walking, she's trying to get home or do this, that, and the third. I feel like that's something that happened days prior to how it was explained, that she just drove off. But it feels like she got a call too when I said that. So there was a call that she received from someone into how she ended up, how they claim that she sped off, but it was due to a call. Like, there was a call that was received by her from a woman that wasn't being upfront. And there's mystery with that too. Like, there's an element of mystery that's surrounding the call. I don't know if anybody knew that she received that call, but every time I say that too, I get a cousin. So I feel like she had a cousin that knew she was going to receive a call. I don't know, there's some type of linkage. I mean, cousin could be blood cousin could be like friend cousin. Like, there's someone that she called a cousin that is aware of a call that she received. I don't know, something's going on with that. What's changing is the Queen of Wands. That could be the energy of a mom. Queen of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sag woman. I have Sag here, whether that's a man or a woman. The Queen of Wands is changing. If you look at them in the back, you kind of get, it looks like a court system in the back. The public defender, like this, the mom could be embodying this. A female sibling, another female family member could be embodying Queen of Wands, like someone that standing up for her on the podium, talking about her. They're in the changing position. But I feel like they're in a changing position because of a detail. They're changing because of a detail. So what they were once sure about, that may not be right. I don't know. It's like what they were once given. I keep getting misleading. Information that they were once given by somebody, that information end up being misleading. So it's not, information that they were given is not accurate. That's why they're in a changing position. It could be something that they said or they protested in regards to her. I get what she did for work when I said that too. So when I said that, it's what she did for work. What she did for work. What Alexis did for work. Something could have been misleading about how they represented the kind of work that she did, or they were really quiet about. They knew of a detail of truth regarding something that she was into that wasn't known to everybody. That is what I'm picking up here, and that I feel like she kept quiet. She herself kept quiet, and this person kept quiet. So being that so, because that detail was kept quiet, that could be why her case is prolonged, because somebody's not, I feel like somebody's not connecting the dots. That's one element of it. I don't know if somebody in her family is not connecting the dots. That could be a scenario, or like somebody may not be intentionally connecting the dots on purpose. Someone isn't connecting the dots on purpose, and it could be because she herself was involved with law enforcement, like something is law enforcement related about a man that she dealt with. That could have been a scenario, or a woman was. The woman, the mysterious woman that I'm picking up on, that's not family or a friend. I was picking up a friend at one point that was envious and tried to get her to do some type of work with the Princess of Cups energy. Like that woman, I feel like there's a woman that needs to be arrested too. Like there's a woman that needs to be arrested. There's a woman that does. I feel like there's a woman behind a few men here. Or there's a man behind like the action that a woman took in terms of the interaction that she had with Alexis. All right. The resolution has the Ace of Wands with the seven of Cups. So the Ace of Wands in this case will be, I get a trial too. The Ace of Wands is the energy of a trial. It's an ace. That means that I don't know if they already. I mean, I would think that they would already went through that. Oh no, they didn't. If they're still looking and they're still trying to question people, they didn't go through a trial yet. They didn't go through a trial yet. This is new. This is new because of people coming forward. A woman and two men. It could be a woman and two men. Like if somebody figure out where they are, that could be a situation. Like if somebody figures out where two men and a woman are, then they could question properly. Or if they dust the car for fingerprints, then they can move forward with a trial, because then they'll find the person. Then they'll take the fingerprints and they'll take it to the identification lab. They'll take it to the lab and do the testing to figure out who the fingerprints belong to that are on the car or wherever. In her home, I was getting something about her place. Like there's fingerprints of people in her place that they could be looking at. Those fingerprints of people in her place that were in her place. There's fingerprints there that they should dust for. But I was getting the car with the fingerprints first that they should dust for, and that the fingerprints will link to someone if the car wasn't touched up by people. In the home, on the car. I'm getting something about the bed too. I'm looking at the sheets. Something about her bed too. Her bed, like there could be fingerprints on the bed that they could dust for. And like cabinets, I don't know, I'm picking up something like that. The bed, the cabinets, to link them to like a woman. It's something going on with a woman and men, or man and woman, something like that. Okay. So what it seems like is that it feels like she was in need. Five of Pentacles. Or at least her mother knew that, something going on with a cousin that she has, somebody's sibling, somebody knows of some type of alternative work that she was into, or that she got invited to partake in, and they know who that person is. Like they know who that is, but maybe they're prolonging things. Like there could be a situation where they could be intentionally asked to prolong a case because Five of Pentacles, because of money. That could be one. That's typically how it goes. Like someone may have the answer sitting right in front of them, but they need to be paid. Like that's a scenario. Everybody needs money, right? So that could be a situation too. All right, let me do an outcome on this. What's going on? What is the outcome of this situation? What is the outcome? It's upside down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Three of Cups and the Devil. All right. So the Devil is a sign of Capricorn. All right. So Three of Cups with the Devil. I get a habit that there's a habit that somebody has. They had it or they have it. Like they has or have, whichever one. There's a habit that somebody may still have, or that she had, that she couldn't break, or someone around her has a habit that they can't break. There could be, I don't know, I'm kind of getting this idea of pathological lying with the Devil. The Devil has to do with like materialism and obsessive tendencies and things of that nature. So I feel like somebody has that, you know. I'm getting some about prosecutors too. Like there's a prosecutor that is, I don't know, this feels like, some part of this feels new. Like there's some things, Seven of Cups energy and all that could be new with prosecutors and trials, and but there's pathological lying going on in an environment. Like I don't know if a family member is going to be questioned. I'm being drawn to a male cousin when I said that too. A male cousin, not a female one, a male cousin that someone has. Like she has somebody's male cousin, male sibling, male cousin may go up on the stand, but someone's going with pathological lying with a male cousin or a friend. But I was picking up male cousin specifically, but a friend could be involved. A friend may know something. I'm also getting a neighbor. Like there's a neighbor that she had that may know something, or they heard something, or they know who went to her place. A neighbor. And there's a lot of people here. So as I'm looking at these cards, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here. Okay? There's a lot of people here. Alright. Let me do another outcome on where she might be exactly. Where is Alexis Ware? Where's Alexis Ware? Where's Alexis Ware? Where's Alexis Ware? You know what? Let me use the other deck. This one. Where's Alexis Ware? Where's Alexis Ware? Where's Alexis Ware? Ay, ay, ay. Where's Alexis Ware? Where's Alexis Ware? Where's Alexis Ware? Alright. This came out again. That's interesting. So the Prince of Discs energy is here. Alright. What I'm picking up like an open space. I don't know what that means. Like even if you look at this card, there's kids playing out here. So there's an open space. Whatever that means. There's an open space. Let me do another clarifier. What about the open space? What's going on with the open space? What open space? More about an open space. Let me do a 3. Open space. 2, 3. And the ace of discs. The open. What does that have to do with the open space? Oh, okay. I'm looking at this. That kind of looks like wood to me. So where she is, there may be wood. Something may be wooden. It may be wooden. Looks like wood to me. Open. It's giving me. It's very vague. So it has something. When I asked where she was, it said it gave me the idea of an open space, and something about footprints too. Like there could be footprints. I don't know if this is like outside, like some type of outside space. It's kind of giving me the idea of an outside space, like an open space, but like there may be something wooden that's nearby. I don't know if that's trees necessarily. Let me do another outcome. It could be outside somewhere, like out, like where there's wood, like trees, like in a woody area. Ace of Discs. And 10 of oppression. So there may be somebody may get incarcerated because of the situation. I'm not gonna say like, I'm gonna say mainly maybe someone, you know, Whatever they do with fingerprints, they're gonna, whatever they do with fingerprints, then it'll lead them to the person or people. It'll lead them to the person or people. I'm getting this, I'm looking at the oppression card, and I'm looking at the handcuffs, and I'm getting this idea of being strapped to something in an open space where there's wood. Being strapped to something in an open space where there's wood. Like wood is there. There could be wooden trees, like a wooden like home, a wooden like wood. And being strapped to something. She could be somewhere strapped to something wooden in an open space. I'm getting some about blood too. There's blood somewhere. There's blood somewhere too. Something like that. That's what I'm getting. And if they find her in time, I'm also getting something about a tracking device as well too. Like there's a tracking device that is, I don't know if there's a tracking device, that could be why her car is in a particular place. That there could be a tracking device that someone has, or I don't know, something's important about a tracking device. I don't know if she had a tracking device in her car. I don't know, something's going on with that. They may need to look into where a tracking device could be involving her situation, at least to think of it. Okay, something about that is interesting. I'm getting somewhere that is woodsy, like it's woodsy where she may be. It's woodsy there. And I'm just getting this idea of being strapped to something. There's some blood as well too, like it's woodsy there. Or something is wooden that she could be strapped to. Something could be wooden about it. There is rape. You know, I was getting the idea of like rape charges. There could be a rape related situation going on that took place. That could be why there was blood. Alright. Okay. That was Alexis Ware. If you have questions, comments, and or concerns about her case, you know where to find me. Alright, be well. Take care. Bye.